October 9th, the T-Mobile Arena, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3, the trilogy fight is on, and it's on BT Sport box office.
Live and exclusive, check it out.
Live and exclusive. You heard the big man, And from sunny Las Vegas, we're here in very, very sunny Morecambe. I'm joined by Tyson and Frank Warren. Frank, how are we?
I'm good, how are you?
Excellent. And Tyson, the big man.
Been a minute, Rob. Very, very ecstatic about this interview, you and Frank. Welcome to my humble abode. Here we are in Morecambe Bay, in the Midland Hotel, and everything's beautiful.
Yeah,
what a day. I think we get one of these days every 6 years or something.
It's all timed perfectly. It's all timed perfectly. Speaking of perfect timing, let's talk about what hasn't been perfect timing, this crazy camp. Are you so glad that this fight is finally happening now?
Yeah, everything happens for a reason in life, and I'm a big believer in that. I always have been, and it's got me this far, so I can't go against it now. The fight didn't happen back in July for obvious reasons. It wasn't supposed to happen, so we got October the 9th, and great day, start of the fall season. Hopefully all the air paths will be open by then, people can travel in, and we'll get a few more tickets sold.
Ever the salesman, he's learned that one from you, Frank.
Yeah, well, let's hope that's going to be the case. I mean, I think everybody's desperate to go and get to Vegas to see the fight. Fingers crossed that happens. But in the meantime, it's done very well. I mean, the casino's there. It was postponed, as you know, the fight. I think they'd sold about 12 or 13,000 tickets up to us yet, and none of those were backed or returned. So it's a good audience, and hopefully we'll get more Brits there, and hopefully even some more Americans.
And obviously, with everything that's gone on in the world, we've all been looking forward to a huge Vegas fight night that feels like, one of those big fights with the crowd. How excited are you to get back out there and experience that again?
Well, I'm very excited. I've had withdrawal symptoms all the way through, and you want to be there with the best heavyweight in the world. I mean, best heavyweight in the world fighting in Vegas. Don't get no better than that, does it?
Any better, does it?
He's been out in Cleveland, though, with your brother.
I know, yeah.
Luxurious Cleveland.
Mr. USA now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing very well with the old boxing and that, and you got from Morecambe to Mandalay Bay, and then you got the young guys coming through, the up and comers like young Daniel Dubois, an explosive knockout over there in America across the pond, fantastic. Tommy doing his thing, got a good win and looked great on TV. So very exciting times for everybody in British boxing. A lot of good fights going on, a lot of young talent coming through, and it's almost like we've had to regroup and start again from grassroots.
Exactly right. And everybody's sort of, it's been difficult, not just for boxing, but for everybody to get through COVID and what it's been. But at the end of the day, there's such an enthusiasm for the game. And I know it's been frustrating for Tyson as well as all the other guys, but now hopefully the world is going to be a bit more safer, and we can travel and we can see some of these really big fights.
Those last two fights in LA and in Vegas with Wilder, a very pro-Fury crowd, I'd say. This one, like you said, because of the travel restrictions, could be a bit of a different atmosphere.
I don't think so.
No.
Say I don't know how many it holds, 18,000. It'll be 17,962 Fury fans, and the rest for Deontay Wilder. It's like, I can't walk down the street in America now. LA, New York, Miami, Las Vegas, bombarded. I've crossed over the pond, and I'm a crossover star, and I've gone globally with ESPN over there. It's a national TV station, so everyone can get to see this charismatic, good-looking, athletic, greatest fighter that's ever lived.
Oh, was Tommy on ESPN?
Yeah, get out of it. So yeah, they can all see all this flamboyant character, and America love all that. And it's like, oh hey man, you're that guy, that fighter guy, right? You're that UFC guy. No, not the UFC guy. But whatever, I'll take it. So yeah, looking forward to getting back out in America and doing my thing. It's been a while since I boxed here. Other than the combat fight, Sefa, before that, Frank, it was 2014.
Yeah.
February 14, which is
so you think
7 years ago, over 7 years.
Bring the mic up a bit there.
What's that? That's
Get to revel down in nostalgia.
2 years of activity out of 5.
Yeah. In the last 7 years, I've had 2 years back and 5 years off, which is not good, but we're still repping.
But there's no miles on the clock.
Yeah, that's the good thing. And the time can be an added bonus and helps you get over injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago. We were talking about that cut you got about a year ago against Otto Welling. Sorry, 2 years ago. Against Otto Welling. We were thinking, oh God, is there enough time to recover? Yeah, certainly recovered now.
Yeah, but certainly recovered. I'm in good spirits and I'm on good form. I just can't wait to showcase what I'm going to do to Deontay on the night. I feel sorry for him actually.
And you're a citizen of the States now. You've got a place out there, right?
Yeah, I got a nice big house in Las Vegas and Henderson. You'll have to come out and have a pool party or something after the fight, Frank. Bring
Sounds
your Speedos.
Good to me. I'll bring those old
October the 10th.
Budgie smugglers. I should be there with them boys. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'm Dev serving the drinks in his Speedos.
And let's talk about Wilder. You know, I think a lot of people see him as being mentally, you beat him in the build-up to both fights.
Yeah.
After the last fight, that was another big setback for him, and you know, we heard him come out with a whole range of excuses about that. Do you think that you're still in his head, or do you think the time off will have allowed him to kind of focus on himself a bit more?
I think that he has had time to do what he wants to do now, time to get over the beating he got last time, and he's got this new trainer and his new bag carriers around him and all these yes men and all that, and I think that he's going to come in really fired up for the fight, but the fact that after one round he's going to be thinking, wow, we're back at where we started again. Because, like I always said, I even said to Frank a long time ago, if he couldn't beat me after 3 years out the ring and 10 stone weight loss, he never has the chance of beating me. He's never going to beat me. None of them will. They're all, as I like to say, I like to use this word a lot, because compared to me they're just bums. They're just hyped up bums, all of them. Wilders, Joshua's, Usyk's, all of them. They're all bums. And compared to me, they're all no good.
But Wilder is, I would say, the most devastating puncher in modern boxing history. He's always... No?
Incorrect. I am.
Of course. Now,
because he was the biggest puncher in history, and then I knocked him out. So does that make me the biggest?
Right. And you took his punches.
Exactly. So I'm the biggest puncher. I'm the toughest puncher.
But he's still a threat, though, isn't he?
Only a threat in somebody's nightmares, but he's no threat to me. They've always got a puncher's chance, but so is every heavyweight out there. Listen, when I say I'm going to annihilate him, what did I say last time? I'm going to drop him, I'm going to knock him out, I'm going to smash him. And I did. This time I'm going to absolutely obliterate him. It ain't going to 7 rounds this time. I'm going to get him out of there nice and quick, Frank, so we can get on the drink afterwards.
You've got to look at what can he do any different. He's not going to become a better boxer. Certainly at his age, he's not going to outbox the best heavyweight boxer in God knows how many years.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not going to outbox him. Is he a bigger puncher than Tyson?
No.
Well, Tyson took his shots. He couldn't take Tyson's shots. He got better chin than Tyson. No, he hasn't. So he's really what it will be is exciting while it lasts, because the only way he can do that is to come out and try and put it on Tyson. That's the only way he can.
That's like
he ain't
welcome to my world.
Exactly,
Frank.
and he's not going to outbox you. So this is going to be exciting while it lasts.
And you've always said.
I'm even getting excited. Where can I sign up for this pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think it's BT Sport Box Office. You've always said he's like the greatest dance partner you could have.
Yeah.
You'll be there screaming in each other's faces 1 minute, and then in the dressing room afterwards you'll be watching it back and thinking, oh yeah, he's the best person I could be paired with. Are you excited about getting involved in that kind of, you know, the fanfare and the lights and antics?
For the last fight he wasn't getting involved at all. It was like he didn't want to sell any tickets, he didn't want to do any pay-per-view numbers, almost like an idiot really. He came to the conference with his earphones on, wouldn't say 2 words. It's like I had to do the whole thing, so I think he should get like 20% of the purse if he does it again, Frank. Because
you're not wrong. He's supposed to be there to promote it. That's what he needs to do, yeah.
And you know, it's no good one man promoting, the other man running it.
But he is never going to do you verbally, is he? And that's why he had the headphones on. He's trying to switch off.
Yeah.
And obviously that's the advice he got from, I would think, the new people around him. And they're cheerleaders. They've got to lift him. He come off a devastating defeat. So his trainers, his new trainer, has got to lift him. And they'll do anything they can to lift him up. That's a big challenge for them. And once he gets in the ring, no matter how much they lift him, reality will set in. As soon as that bell goes, he's looking in his eyes, then reality is set in.
How's Sugar Hill finding Morecambe?
Sugar Hill loves Morecambe. He's an honorary Lancastrian now. He's been back and forth. He loves it this time of year. He comes here this time every single time of the last few years. He's been here this time of year, and he always brings good weather with him. So I wouldn't mind employing him for the next 10 years. Keep coming back in September and giving us all this good weather.
and Sugar and Andy Lee, how has camp been? Obviously, it's been a strange camp. We know it
Very
has for
strange.
a million reasons. But how has this most recent part been?
Very good, you know. I was already fit when Sugar came here. I've never stopped with my strength conditioning guy, Christian, all the time, all year round. We do 2-3 times a week. And it's not the old me that I used to put 5 stone on and all that sort of stuff. I'm always round about what I weigh in at. For my last fight, I think I weighed in at 274 pounds, something like that. And I'm 270 this morning, so I'm ready to go, ready to rock and roll. And, you know, it's been such a long build-up, and I've been geared up, and I've had 2 camps back-to-back, and good food, and everything's been going really well over the last few years, and can't complain. Really looking forward to the challenge. Really refreshed, because I've done a camp here in Morecambe for the first time in ages. Really looking forward, geared up, excited about this fight. Cannot wait to get over there and get a demolition job done. Really looking forward to be back in Vegas, headlining in Vegas. Who doesn't dream of headlining in Vegas, Frank? I know as a promoter, you must be ecstatic about promoting in Vegas again.
Absolutely, it's a boxer's dream. And,
exactly.
You know, and I'll keep banging on about it. The best heavyweight in the world, that's his platform. That's his town.
For sure.
That's his town. And all the American fans there, I'll guarantee you on the night, I know who they'll support.
And it's an opportunity always, you know what the sports fans are like. Sports fans are fickle. Sports fans, with time, will turn against anything. Do you feel this is an opportunity to silence some doubters? There's always talk about, oh, you haven't defended a title yet, but now you've got the 3 to defend.
All that stuff like defending belts and all that, it's all very unimportant. It's all the opinions of sheep. And when you're the king of the jungle, a lion like me, them sheep's opinions don't really count for too much, to be fair. I'm never going to lose any sleep about what somebody thinks about how my boxing career's gone. I've made like huge wealth out of boxing. I've been undefeated. I've won every belt there is in the game. So if I'm shit, then God knows what else is there to do more than me. You know what I mean? I've done everything. I've made millions of dollars. I've bought houses all over the world. I've made many people rich. You know, and it just keeps going. The Gypsy King train keeps moving along, Frank. And we just keep getting better and better and better. Like a fine wine or a fine single malt whiskey. I'm just getting better with age.
Do you have a bucket list? Or
yes, I have got me next 4 fights lined up.
Talk to me.
Bang, 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 bang.
Talk to me.
I'm going to destroy Wilder in November. First time Frank's heard it. And then I'm going to take a fight in December because of all the inactivity. Because I don't think the Joshua fight's going to happen in December, is it, Frank?
I would think March.
So yeah, March. So here's what my bucket list is. I'm going to fight Wilder in October 9th. I'll fight Dylan Whyte back in the UK for the first time in years at a stadium up the north here somewhere, Manchester or something, in December. Let's get a date in December. I'll shut that bum right up. That'll be an easy one. And then I'll fight Joshua in March time, where it's in Saudi Arabia. Let's do it. And then we can have a rematch in the summer back here at Wembley. And then I'll go out in my last 5th fight. That'll be about however long, 2 years, and I'll fight Derek Chisora. That's 5 fights, yeah? And then I'll take 2 years out the ring, just going absolutely nuts again, Frank, and I'll come back at 37 and wipe the floor of whoever's next. Because it'll take 2 years to build someone up.
That's the man with a plan.
There you go. And that may seem ridiculous, but considering that I said I was going to be world heavyweight champion from being 7 years old, and I said every single thing I was ever going to do, and did it, you cannot write me off at all. You have to believe what I'm saying.
Frank's sweating now. He's got to organise all that.
But Frank will organise all that because he's
That's
done
the
it
name
for
of the game.
years.
That's the name of the game.
He's been in this game 50 years, 40 years, and organised fight after fight after fight. When people said he was finished and down and out, here back in Vegas again. So, you know, he will deliver these fights. And back in England, we're going to deliver a UK fight because it's been a long time since I boxed here, and I don't want to do an indoor arena. I want to do a stadium fight, and who better to do it with than this guy who keeps calling for it.
And if it's going to be an indoor one, I mean, obviously the only one you can really go to is Cardiff. It's got a roof.
Yeah, and let's hope he doesn't start asking for stupid money, Frank, that don't exist. Because if he asks for stupid money, then he don't want the fight.
Well, exactly, and he did that before. Remember when he was offered a world title fight and priced himself out of it.
Did he get offered $5 million and said no to it?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, whatever. We're not here to slate anybody. No. We're here to put good fights on for the fans.
And that's it.
So you heard it here, BT Sport, live and exclusive. We'll do Wilder on October the 9th. We'll do Dylan Whyte sometime in December. That's definitely going to happen. I'm going to splatter him for sure. And then I'll do the big bodybuilder in March in Saudi Arabia, and then we'll come back and do a bodybuilder rematch fight in September or something. And then I'll fight old Del Boy again, make it third time lucky in the end of the year, maybe December again.
Wait, third time lucky for him or you?
Yeah, me as well. Why not? See if I can get 3 victories over him. He's actually doing really well now, so very proud of him.
Yeah. All right, so that's the bucket list, but let's focus on the bright lights in Vegas.
Yeah.
How do you see it going down October 9th?
I'm going to knock him spark out. I've told you that. I said it before and I said it before that. I'm going to wipe the floor with him.
Perfect.
One-sided fight. One-sided.
October 9th, Fury Wilder 3, exclusively on BT Sport
trilogy.
Box Office.
The
The trilogy.
The
He's got it.
third and last.
It's been a long time since we had a heavyweight trilogy, innit, Frank?
How
Was
long
it
now?
Bo Holyfield?
Yeah.
Back in the
That's
90s.
And what great fights they were.
Yeah.
So there we go. They're excited. I'm excited. I'm sure you are as well. BT Sport Box Office, October 9th.
Back to you guys in the studio.
One.